Now, you're signed to Golden Boy. Clearly the company did well last year, basically taking over boxing. All the big names are now on Showtime. It's become the premier network of the sport. But all the rumors, the rifts in between this company, that Richard may leave, he may not leave, that he may join Al Heyman, they all may go to TMT. What does that mean for the future of boxing and for the Golden Boy as a company, you being part of it? Maybe you got some inside info for us.
I hope everything can work out. I have a lot of respect for Richard, Al, and obviously Oscar. Oscar's done tremendous things in boxing, so you never want to see rifts get to the point where people aren't getting along like that, If they split up or if they stay together, I hope in the end everybody can get along and still do business together in some way or another, because I think they've helped so many fighters, and they've helped so many fighters in their careers, they've helped so many fighters make money, they've helped so many fighters change their lives, even Al, and so, it'd be a shame if these people can't get along in the end, It doesn't necessarily mean they have to do business together, or, I'm not saying that they'll stay together in business, but, in the end, you hope that everybody can, even if they split off, have a peaceful ending, or if they stay together, it's cool too, because like I said, when you've helped this many fighters, not all promoters help fighters, bro. Not all promoters have helped people's careers. A lot of promoters have messed up people's careers or regressed people's careers. These three guys, Heyman, Schaefer, and Oscar de la Hoya, have helped a lot of people's careers, bro. Myself included, made people a lot of money, made fighters a lot of money, changed fighters' lives. So, you hope that that something can happen where everybody can get along in the end, even if the company does split up.
Now, speaking of how well they've done for fighters, and this is my last question, I know you're getting antsy, but speaking of how well they've done for fighters, there's people in the Golden Boy stable that's in a similar situation as yourself. Sign to Heyman, but also sign to Golden Boy. It's going to kind of pull, the yin and yang, basically, one way or a tug of war. If this did happen, where would your alliance fall?
I can't say for sure I've even thought about that, really, I kind of just assume my boxing career, if I'm fighting again, is taken care of, it's been taken care of. I've had really nothing to worry about these past few years, so I've always been under the assumption if everything continues, I'll be taken care of, but again, when you haven't fought in a while, and you're not sure if you're gonna fight again, you don't think about these things too much right now, you kind of right now I'm looking to the summer and just relaxing and making up my mind later on to see if I do something or if I don't,
Well, on behalf of all the fans, we totally enjoy your commentating on Showtime. We think you're one of the best to do it, and that's the honest truth. We really enjoy that you keep it real. No matter who's fighting, you call it the way it is. There's no favorites in your eyes, and we appreciate that. We hope you don't change.
Yeah, my allegiance is to boxing first. I have a lot of friends that fight in the ring. I try not to be biased in there, My allegiance is first to boxing, and then everything else is second, and I hope to continue to do that, and give people an honest call as to what I really feel about what's going on in the fight and the happenings that are unfolding in front of me in the ring. So I hope to continue to do that, man. Thanks.
Thank you.